Sorry about that, gang. All right, well, welcome back to another Checo Forex live stream, right? So now let's take a look at the charts. Let's dive in right away so we don't waste too much time here. Let's see where we were. All right, so let's go back to the daily time frame. As I was saying, this was our top and our so this is the range we were in on the daily. I was mentioning we came up, tapped up here, came down, retested, 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 retested. But when we made this higher low, we kind of broke out. So we definitely caught this move today on the New York session. So all my platform members were able to catch that move at the break. So that was fantastic. We had a great day today in the markets. Now, this um, this previous daily here closed bearish, but left this wick here. I thought it would have taken out this previous daily high, but it kind of came up short. So now I'm waiting to see if this daily candle now opened up with a bit of a bottom wick, but maybe we'll get that push up and continue to drive up tonight for Asia. But I think once we make this other high, we might make a correction at some point, but I'll keep an eye on that. Now let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame, right? And we're somewhat ranging here, right? But let's mark the levels first. Let's mark the levels first. So we have this high right here. We have this level right here, and we have the other bottom of the range down here. All right. So we're kind of right now we're in this level here, but if we're gonna take this, we have this minor support right in. Take out the previous 4-hour highs and continue up, but we do have a level that we have to be careful with. So we're about 40 pips off of that level. But if we get a break of this resistance level here, we should see a continuation to the upside tonight. So we'll keep an eye on that for now. That's off the 4-hour. Let me delete this and go into the 1-hour here. And let's take a look. All right. So I like to have that clean chart, right? So we have our highs right here. And we have our lows down here, right? So we're kind of in this range at the moment. I might even move this down here. Yeah, I might use this support here. We wicked off of that a couple of times as well. So we're in this range here, right? So we failed to break here, came down, retested twice, right? Came up, tapped into that level once, and now we're kind of going sideways here. You know, it's possible this thing might want to come back and tap into this level and then bounce up. But if we start getting a push, when we get some volume later tonight, we're going to start getting a bit of a push. I want to see how it's going to react around this price level here. If we get a closure above here, then I'll be interested in the buys up. But yeah, that level will be right around that 2508.40. So let's see what the market is gonna do in the next about 35 minutes or so. All right. But while we're waiting for that, right, let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Let me move this out the way. I like to have my board on the side here. All right, let's take a look at the NASDAQ real quick. And the NASDAQ has been running, right? Let me go to the 4-hour. So let's clean up the chart here and let's take a look at the 4-hour. So off the 4-hour here, right? Let me zoom this out. Oh, look at this. Yeah, it's definitely been trending up. There was a gap up here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Did it fill that gap? Ooh, it's right at that gap actually. And I mentioned this on one of the previous streams. I don't remember which one, but I talked about it coming up, breaking this level here, coming up to fill the gap, and then we might get that reversal to the downside, right? So we had that high here. See how we were holding below that, and today we got that break, came up. Now it's here, but it still hasn't filled that gap all the way through. But I think it'll do that tonight. But I would expect. I mean, we already broke above. This could come down, retest, and continue to bounce up. You know, there is clean range. Once you break that, if you fill this gap and break that level here, you know, there's clean range to move up. A lot of clean range. But, you know, I think this one will potentially be a fake out. Once we grab that liquidity there, fill that gap, I think we're gonna come all the way back down here. That's my prediction for the NASDAQ. But it already broke the highs. We could have taken this trade. I think I mentioned it when we were consolidating here to catch this move up, to fill this gap here. But, you know, I let it go. I saw the rejections here. I said, man, maybe this thing is going to come right back down. But no, we got the break here, and that's where we're at now. So it should fill that gap tonight, and we'll see where NASDAQ is tomorrow, the NAS100. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin here. All right, so let's take a look at Bitcoin. 1 sec. All right, delete this. I have a lot of markings. All right, so we're on the 4 hour. I'm just gonna keep it here on the 4 hour just to get the immediate levels, right? So we have this range that we're in here now, right? That's it. That's pretty simple. You know, we came up, made this resistance here, tapped into it, drove down, tapped into it, drove down, created this level here, which was previous resistance, now turned support, rejecting from there, and now we're kind of in the middle of this range here, right? You see how we're kind of right in here, you know? Now we have these immediate levels, like for example, you can look at this off the 4 hour, right? If you look at this level of resistance here, now we're coming right back into it. If this candle can push and close above, then it's possible it'll come up and retap the top of the range here. But if we get another rejection here, we get this top wick, just like you see here, and we close bearish, for example, and you know, we'll probably get another push down, but there might be a closure above here and then the continuation to the upside. So yeah, for those Bitcoin lovers, you might get a push up to 61.7 now if we get a break from here, but we get a rejection, then it'll come down to 57. All right, so that's where we're at the moment. Let's go back to gold. Let's stay here on gold and focus on this right here. All right, gang. So I'm gonna wait for the 4 hour closure, the 1 hour closure. Yeah, that's what we have here. Yeah, let me keep it on the 1 hour for now. I just want to see because I might make that move. Let me look at the 30-minute right quick. Just too much resistance to make that move. It should come up to tap this level here, but I want to see a break of that 25 excuse me, 25.08 level. Is that the 4 hour high? Yeah, it's right about this wick high here, which we failed to break early on the 4 hour, but we did get a wick rejection here. We pulled down first, now we're coming up, but this candle could still flip bearish. So if we do get a bearish closure off the 4 hour, I might be interested in maybe a move downwards, maybe take a sell position. Let me see. Yeah, it might make this head and shoulders pattern. We might get a bit of a drop. It wouldn't be crazy to see a bit more of a correction down before we pump up. But if we do pump up and break this level here, then you know, I'm confident it'll continue to push up. So let's just be patient. Let's sit it out here and wait, right? That's all we can do is wait at this point. Yeah, it kind of consolidated here, so it didn't do much. I think well it peaked down here. We got these wick lows at 2500.8, but for the most part we had closures right around that 2503 level. Hasn't really broken below that price for a few hours now, so I feel like it's kind of holding here, and then we might get that continuation to the upside. Let's see what it does here, and nothing to do until we get closures. I'm not making a move yet until I see my setup. a good excuse me, a good indication, for me to make a move, right? If I'm gonna take this off the 4 hour, what I would like to see at least happen if I'm looking for buys is if this thing can continue to push up. I mean, we have 27 minutes left on this candle. If this thing can come up and break the previous 4 hour highs, then I would wait for a pullback and then I'll take the buys off the rip. But if we close bullish here, I would still wait for that bottom wick, but I would probably still wait for the break, unless we could take it off a smaller time frame, but everything is rangy. Look at this. I mean, and then that resistance level is right there. I mean, we don't even have much room to say, look, we're gonna. What do we have here? Yeah, about 36 pips. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not worth. It's not worth it because I mean, unless we're going in for a scalp, but I'm trying to get a solid position here, so we can catch the break of the level here. Let's see, because it might come up, tap this level, and then get pushed back down. So now you could take the buys if you want, but I want to see how this 4 hour is going to close first. 4 hour candle is going to be the first guide. Then I'll jump over to the 1 hour time frame and try to get our entry. Like I said, we might look for a wick entry tonight. It's possible, but I want to see because sometimes those 4 hour bottom wicks can be somewhat steep. But yeah, look, you see, we're starting to push up. If we take out the previous 4 hour highs and we can push up, maybe get a top wick and close bullish, then I'll wait for that bottom wick and then we'll take the buys up. At that point, I'll enter before the breakout because I know we're gonna get that push through. At the very least, if we can ride up these about these 30, 32 pips or so, we'll definitely be break even either way by then. So, because more likely than not, we're gonna continue to drive. All right, gang. So now we just wait, right? We got 25 minutes, gang. So hang tight, and we'll look for our opportunities around that 9 p.m. hour. We should get some volume around that time as well. You know how it is. We get that 9:30, 9:30 volume. So hopefully we'll catch a decent entry here. All right. So I'll be right back. Okay, gang. Just hang tight and let's wait for this closure. All right, gang. Let's see where we're at here. Good. Oh, we took out the highs here. Perfect. Yeah, we definitely want to have a top wick here. We're gonna make this move. It's this level here. 2507. I'll see. I might make an attempt to take a wick entry. The stops are pretty steep. Let me see what the stop is. 1 hour. We don't have much of a bottom wick on the 1 hour view. Yeah, we have one. It's small, but I mean, it could be 70 to 80 pip stops here. I don't know. Let's see. We get a pretty decent bottom wick. Then we better. I don't know if I want to use the current 4 hour wick here. We'll see. Let's see how it closes first. Yeah, we got 15 minutes, gang. That's one thing about gold, is that I think it's pricing in the rate cut that they're expecting in September, which I think is why price drove up so aggressively. The expectation that I'm having is, or that we would want, right, is once we get a closure here, it looks like it might close bullish, even though there's about 9 minutes left on this candle, unless it flips back down bearish. If we get a bullish closure, we have that top wick. Um, I would want to wait for a bottom wick. A lot of times, the bottom wick, sometimes they're not as big, but we can get one to come down, even take out the lows here, and then on the reflip, we'll probably take a wick entry down here. But I have to see that print. If I don't see that print, then I'll just coming down to the smaller time frames, whether it's the 30-minute or the 1 hour. See, this current 30-minute has no bottom wick, right? So I would assume that we will get one before this thing continues to drive up, which would then again be that 4-hour bottom wick, right? 1 hour has a close to nothing on the bottom wick here. So yeah, I would hope we get, but this thing can just drive up, make a massive top wick here, take out the highs, and then just reflip back down. Especially after making, because again, once we break this high here, that's gonna make a new all-time high. But I want to get in on the jump, you know. So from that low to the high here, that's our fib level. See, I made the correction down to the fib right here. Tapped into this horizontal resistance level. And it slipped up. I think if we break above this level, we should be gone. me see if the Fibonacci extension gives us some better information. So we broke above this level here. So the next, I mean, look, gold could be targeting 25.65. But we got to get a break of this level right here. Get that break. This could be our target in the next couple of days. From up here, I think we're going to see a massive correction back down. All right. It's not going to pop up on the excuse me. Yeah. Let's keep sitting on this 4-hour closure. We got less than 5 minutes. You have to be careful with this entry, but I honestly, like I said, I would prefer this to pull down, perhaps even take out these lows here, and then we can take a wick entry. You know, our stops could be down here, could be at this support level here. Remember, it can easily spike up, take out the highs, and then flip down. I would take that entry right around that 2500, 2490, 98 level. Right around this area here. Let's see. Sometimes the lack of volume, you know, these setups can take a while to develop, you know. We should see some volume going further into the evening here, into the Asia session. See what that would look like. Entry right around that level. Target. I'll keep my target right up here. So that would be the trade. If that 4-hour can come down, at least tap this level here, and we'll take that wick entry there. But if we do come down, let's say, but not get activated, we start seeing it come up, then we can take the entry at the break of the highs here, and then just take the rest of the ride up. I'm gonna move it down 5 pips actually. I'll take the entry right at 2,500. So I will take this setup right here. All right, we got 30 seconds, gang. Looks like we're gonna close bullish here. All right. See, once we close here, let's see if we'll get a bottom wick to tap into this level and activate us. All right. All right. So now we see how this candle's gonna print. It starts to rip up and take out the highs. Then we'll probably just let it go. At that point, I will wait for a closure, maybe off the 1 hour, something to close above this level, then to confirm the break of resistance, and then we can look for an entry there. But for now, we'll see. We'll get a pullback here. Keeping in mind that the 30-minute didn't have a bottom wick, so it might come down. This candle has no bottom wick, so it might come down. Make the bottom wick down here. If it drives without us, we let it go, and it's okay. We don't have to take a trade. You want to take the trade if your setup presents itself. You don't have to force anything. We come up and take out the previous high here, then I'll delete this buy limit entry, and then wait for candles to print, maybe coming down to these lower time frames. Remember, I told you sometimes what happens is we get this closure, and then the new 4-hour candle sometimes rips right up, makes a massive top wick, and then just flips all the way down, and then comes down to make all those wicks, grab that liquidity down here before it reflips up. So we don't want to get caught taking the buys up here off the 4-hour, because then we might get caught in the drawdown. Excuse me. Yeah, we take out this daily high here. This is the all-time high right here. If we break break above that, we should be gone. It should come up, make a significant push up before we see any retracement. But I want to catch that entry if we can. If this candle can give me a bit of a pullback here. I'll definitely look for the wick entry around this level down here, 2500, 2498. But gold's gonna do what it wants to do, so we'll just wait. All right, so we just took out the highs on the previous four, right? So I'm gonna delete this buy limit for the moment, right? My concern here is looking for this entry up here is that there's no bottom wicks on these candles off the 30-minute. Previous 1 hour, give us a bottom wick though. Not too bad. We'll see. At this point, because we took out the previous highs, what I'll do is we'll see, might be some rejection here. But at the end of the day, what I want to do is see if we're going to close above this level. If we close and break above, then we can look for positions to continue to take the breakout trade. But as you can see, the 4 hour give us no bottom wick. Yeah, we're pumping now. Well, I pushed up and got a nice rejection from that resistance there. Once we get the bottom wick, then we can catch the flip back up. Gave us a pretty decent bottom wick here. Yeah, the 1 hour came down, made a pretty decent bottom wick here. Let's see. Maybe that bottom wick can stretch down a little bit further. But I want to see if we're going to take this wick entry here. I don't mind being a little more aggressive at times. Um, if the situation calls for it, meaning what I mean by that is, we're extremely bullish on gold. We're expecting gold to continue to drive up. Doesn't mean it's not going to make a correction. It can drop halfway down the range here, but we're taking our chances right off the level here, considering what the candle's currently printing. There's a lot of technicals that go into it, but that's why I always say you shouldn't over leverage. you got to make sure that your lot sizes aren't extreme. That way we get stuck in some drawdown, or we can come down and rip below this level here. We might get, I want to see if we can get a bigger push down, and then I'll look for potential entries. Let me see if we have any. What do we have to the left here? I just want to see something. There's not much going on. What about on the yeah, we don't have much on the left or it. All right, so right now this is where we're at. See, look at the 4-hour flip bearish here. See, after making this top wick, I'll say this: if this comes down and takes out the lows here, we might see some massive movement to the downside here. Make those bottom wicks. All right, so we got a bottom wick for this candle here. So this top wick comes down, makes a bottom wick, then this thing can reflip bullish. Oh, wait a second. All right, so it's holding above this level at the moment. See, this that range we're in here. So came up, tapped that level, got rejected. It's currently right at this level. Let's see if it's gonna rip through. Take out these lows, grab all this liquidity here. Might even drive down, grab all this right here. It's all that is possible, but if we make this move down, excuse me, and once we make this move down, assuming because we're on the 1 hour, we make this move down, but we pull back up and close in the range here. If that happens within the next 46, 45, 46 minutes or so, I would definitely look for a buy position. But let's see how far down we're going to rip here, because I'm still considering the wick entries. See, it took out the previous 4-hour lows, which was it took out the lows on the 4-hour here. Let's see. This is daily. I don't think it's gonna come down and grab this wick down here. At least not yet. Goes crazy, man. Wouldn't shock me. But again, this is the daily making a bottom wick here. And then, like I said, if we get a closure of, back in the range off the 1 hour, then we will look for some position. But let's see. At this point, we're going to have to wait for closures here. See, these candles ripped below, closed above. This one ripped below, closed above, came down, closed above. This one, so we get all these wicks that are getting rejected right at this level here. This is for the last few hours or so. So same thing here. Look, just came down, and now it's kind of remaining above that level. So it's important to see if it's going to close below that support, or is it going to remain above. So for now, we'll keep an eye on this right here. I mentioned that this 30 had no bottom wick. This 30 had no bottom wick. This candle came down, made a bottom wick, came down, made a bottom wick. So now, I guess at this point is waiting for that closure above. But we definitely got the wicks we wanted down here. But I wouldn't be taking that off the 30 though. This thing could rip up and come back. If it re-breaks the highs here, then yeah, we're in there. But we'll still wait and see. It might want to remain in this range here. And if that's the case, then, you know, at that point, I'll probably call it a stream. Because then the trade that we're looking for might develop, but much later in the evening, you know, going into late Asia or early London. So we'll be off stream by then. But if we get that set up tonight, yeah, I'll definitely take it on stream here. Man, this thing is so much more room for this. This thing is gonna drive. You know, telling you, if we get that break of the highs here, if we do get a break of the all-time high here, you know, but I want to take it at the break of this current high, which is the current 4-hour high. So we came up, tapped that level, right? And then we came down, grabbed these wicks down here, and now we're kind of somewhat trying to hold above that level there. I wouldn't be hesitant to take that wick entry. I'm definitely looking to be a little more aggressive than the usual tonight, but also at the same time somewhat careful. Like I want to pinpoint my entry. So it's either the break of the highs or a closure um, above this support level. We remain in the range. I wouldn't mind taking that buy entry from down here and then ride it back up. And again, expecting the continuation to the upside. If we come down and close below here, then we're looking for this thing to probably come back down here. So the 1 hour we flip bullish. So did the 4 the 4 hour. Definitely a lot of volume here, gang. Alright, so the 15-minute pushing up. No bottom wick though. Now, are we gonna close doji? That would suck if we do that on the 1 hour. All right, daily reflip bullish here. Again, the daily making this bottom wick here and then flipping bullish here. Again, that would mean, taking out the highs here would be the entry off the daily. But I want to try to get that entry off the smaller time frame so we can get a better entry. But then again, same here. You see, break of the highs here. This is the daily high right here. The 4 hour daily high, and we got the daily high right here. So we'll see. If this thing starts to push up, we might have buy stops at the break of the highs here. It's 15-minute, no bottom wick. This 15 is gonna close bullish. Seems like with no bottom wick, so we might get another push down. A lot of wicks in this area. Look at that. Look at all these wicks in the bottom, top. There's a lot of rejection in this area. It's just consolidating. We definitely need a break above or a break below. Again, I don't mind the wick entries. Again, I'm bullish on gold at the moment. If I feel like this level's holding strong, I don't mind taking an entry right around the support level and use these wicks as a stop loss down here. But I want to see if this thing is going to drive up or is it going to close below. It's going to close doji. This is crazy. Yeah, we might come down. I would want to make a bottom wick here for the 15-minute. I take that off the rip there too. 30-minute looks like it's going to close bearish. It's in 10 seconds. Let's see. So 30-minute close bearish. Alright, so this could be the excuse me, the bottom wick for the 15. I think we're gonna. Ooh, listen. I wanna. Come on, give me a steeper wick. I was getting ready to make my move here, but let's see. Let's see. It's gonna push further down. I'll take the entry right here. There, gang. I'll be getting ready for an entry here. We got 15-minute one lights. Give me a bottom wick. I'll take the buy right there. Drop. I got my finger on the trigger here. Not yet. Give me that bottom wick. Oh, almost. Come on. Put it down. I'll take it off the rip. I want to get this bottom wick, but it's all don't want to come down. It didn't give me that bottom wick on the 15 here. Let's see, maybe he'll do it now. Very rejected off that level. It would have come down further down around 2503, 2502.8. I would have taken the entry off the rip there. I thought it was going to give me an extra little push, just a little bit more to give him that wick. I would have taken the entry there. Let's see, we got 10 minutes on the 15, 10 minutes on the 30, and yeah, 10 minutes on the 1 hour. 25 minutes, sorry, 25 minutes on the 1 hour, and 25 on the 30. But again, this level, notice how this level's holding up. This is the 1 hour support. You see that? So it keeps getting rejected there. 15 rejected there. Let's see. See, looking at the time of the 15, I want to get the bottom wick for the 15, but I still want to get that push and have it close above, you know? So it's risky, but when it came down just now, that's where it was, you know, then we would have been in profit now. Let's see if we're gonna get that bottom. Oh, there we go. Come on. Yeah, push. Wow. They want to make a bottom wick here. 7 minutes. It could come down to grab this wick here and then reflip, but then again, time's winding down here, so it makes it a little more difficult. But yeah, I'd say just be ready because it'll probably be quick. At that point, what will stops be? Probably use this low here. Yeah, it's not too bad. It'll be about 30 pip stops. Yeah, I'm definitely not risking too much because I'm taking that wick entry. Um, so it won't be big a risk, but the reward is going to be massive if we ride back up. Then got to keep an eye on the time because we could take the entry, but then the closure below could be a little risky. didn't come down to get us that wick. All right, it's no big deal. We are getting that rejection off this level here, though. So that support is holding strong. I would have just wanted to make that bottom wick, catch the entry right off the rip here, and then we would have been in here, but it missed. It just missed it by a little bit. Then didn't come down steep enough to get us our entry. Now it's reflipping bullish. A 15 bullish closure is actually good though, because we could look for opportunities if we do get a bottom wick on the next candle. Patience, gang, patience. This is what trading is, you know, 80% waiting, 20% trading. We have to wait. Win or lose, we have to wait for our playbook setup. Yeah, so this 15 is looking to close bullish in the next minute or so. It's starting to push back up. Let's see. All right, it's looking nice and push back up. Is this bullish? Yeah, this flip bullish, 4 hour flip bullish. Okay. All right. Let's keep an eye on the 15 first and we'll work our way up. It's gonna leave us at the top wick here. All right, so get ready, gang. We're gonna take one off the rip here. Let's see. Excuse me. Man, this cough is terrible. Easy. All right, let's wait. Let's wait here. Bottom wick here. All right, let's see what 30 minutes. Shorty, you're telling me there's a inverted head and shoulders on the 30. Might be this one here. Yep. That means, right, that the neckline will be right around this area here. So we got this down, up, down, up. Yeah, so we break these highs right here. We break right above that. We should continue to see that push up. And the move. Okay, there we go. We're getting that bottom wick on the 15 here. Let's. Not that much of a wick here. The 15 could give me more of a steeper wick here. I would take that on. What's the drawdown here? Bottom of this wick here. Yeah, it's only a pip and a half. I mean, it's not too bad. Gives me a steeper wick. I'll just take. And then we'll manage here. maybe like 25.04. You can get that. I'll take that entry. There we go. How much time is left on this 30? 12 minutes. Yeah. A little bit more. Get in here? Nope, not yet. Retap this wick here. I'm taking the buy here. I want to wait for the 30-minute here. Not yet, gang. Hold on a second. I want to wait. Yeah. We're keeping on this 1 hour closure. I don't think we're going to get the setup we want, man. It's going to suck. Get rid of this level here real quick in a second. Clear the board a little bit. This thing, I mean, to be honest, I mean, look, we got this kind of this double top on the 1 hour. If we do get a closure below this level here, you know, then we could see that push down. But it's holding. It's holding here, so if we're gonna get rejected upwards, then take out the highs. That's, you know, we want to get in there, but it's just not giving us. This thing's gonna close doji. For 30-minute doing 30-minute doing nothing either. Yes. And that 15-minute held us up here because this is where I wanted to get the entry. If we would have pulled them just a little bit more, make that bottom wick, I would have taken the entry right off the bat. It just didn't come down far enough, so I held back. Somewhat pushing up now. That would have been it for me right there. About that, would have been that 20, yeah, like 25.03 would have been the entry more or less. It's all good. Like I said, we could still get that setup, but it's probably not going to happen on stream, I guess. We got plenty of volume here at 9 o'clock, and then it just kind of died out. It's just stalling now. Might range the rest of the night too. Well, let's see. This thing can come down and close below here. The 1 hour starting to look good for sell opportunities if we get this closure below. I might come tap this level, that 2498 level. Yep, and then all the way down to the range if we break that. So let's see. 6 minutes and counting, gang. I'll stay on. If we do get this closure and we get some sell opportunities, I'll stay on stream and take that trade with you guys. I'm ready to make some money tonight, so it's possible if we get this. But this is gonna come down wick and then close back in the range. If it closes back in the range, we're done for the night. Here we go. Made that bottom wick now for sure. There it is. Now I made that bottom wick. Now it's possible that we'll close below, so that washes off that play that we were looking at. But we need to close below. You see, we came down, made this bottom wick here, but it needs to break that level, gang. If it doesn't break, if it closes back in the range, we're done here, and we'll call it a night. It's possible this thing could start pushing down. There we go. All right. We got 2 minutes, gang. Yeah, it looks like we're closing below here, gang. All right, I'm gonna have a sell limit, gang, over here. My entry, 2503. Stops are gonna be kept. I'm gonna keep the top of the range here. All right. See if we get activated here. I'll be taking partials here, right at this level, 24.98. But let's see, if it drives down, then we'll delete, and I'll definitely call it a night at that point. But if we pull up, make a top wave, get activated, then we can run with it. Yeah, it's a 50 pip stop loss here, gang. Let's see, we have to get activated. I'm taking it off this 1 hour breakout. See, we broke below this support level that was holding strong for a while. And we finally got a closure below. So I'll wait for my top wick here. We can tap up here and activate us. Retest the resistance now. The previous support turn resistance. We get tapped in. And that's it. It's all in the hands of probability at that point. But it has to come up. That's the entry I want. We set this. My entry is 2503 even. If we drive down, then I'll delete it and we'll call it a night. Let's see if we get a top wick here to activate us. Yeah, we're taking out the lows here. I still have the buy limit. I still have it here. I'm waiting to see how much further it wants to dip before I decide to delete it. I'm sorry, the sell limit. I meant to say the sell limit game. Sorry about that. Once this close, you see, I made a top wick, but just not steep enough. Like I said, I wanted to have a tap right into that, activate us, and then we would have caught this move right here. Yeah. It's gone, gang. It's down 30 pips from our entry at this point. All right, I'll delete this, gang. Let's delete it. It's okay. No worries, no worries. See how we got the closure below, but we just didn't get enough of a top wick to activate us. But this was the move we wanted to grab here. I'll delete this. This was my partials level right there. That's support. And I come down. All right, gang. Listen. No trade day is a good day. Our setup was there. Like I said, all I was waiting for was a steeper top wick. Just, man, what did we miss it by? We missed it by 5 pips. So I was waiting for a bit of a push up to catch this move once we got the breakout, but it just didn't come up high enough, and it drove down too far. So I want to get that make this bottom wick and then flip back up and go back in the range. We'll be in drawdown. So, but yeah, more likely than not, it'll come down. Maybe test this level first, and we might see a rejection back up from there, depending on candle closures. If it closes below this level here, then yeah, we will expect it to come down and fill this range line, and that'll all happen probably during London. And by the time we wake up tomorrow, it had already dropped, and then probably pump right back up here from down here. So we might wake up tomorrow and it'll be in this range again. But gang, that's all I got for tonight. If you're gonna continue trading the markets, beware of this level here that's already coming down. It's about 10 pips from the support, so be careful with that there. Shorty, you were right on, bro. Right on with that trade. Wish I would have caught it. Well, we caught it in time. It's just we didn't get the wick to come up high enough. So we let it go, gang. We let it go. That's the way we do it here. And we'll jump back at it tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get our opportunities to present themselves. For my platform members, tomorrow we will be trading the New York session, and the signals will be sent in the platform. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. If you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button. Help support the channel. I appreciate you guys, and I hope everyone has a good night. All right, peace out.